between these two teams. Of course, Excelsior, they will want to get revenge for 2019, and St. Catherine, they will want to maintain that perfect record in the Walker Cup against this Excelsior High team. So let's head upstairs to our commentary team for more action.
Thank you, Gerard. The teams, they're making their way to the lineup section, and as we've mentioned before, this is actually a repeat of the 2019 final. St. Catherine came out on top. As we take a look at their Manning Cup quarterfinal results, Excelsior defeating Kingston Technical 3-1. Then they actually lost to Charlottesville by 2-1. And of course, in their first game, they went down 2-0 to Kingston College. So again, disappointment for them as they finished third in the standings.
Yeah, it's a team that still we think have a lot of quality. Surprising when they lost to Charlie Smith, but yeah, it's a team that we expect to put on a good show in here today, because as we said, there is good quality in it, and what we saw of them in the first round was good.
As far as St. Catherine High is concerned, they actually didn't win a game in the quarterfinal round of the Manning Cup, losing to Jamaica College, Mona High, and St. Andrew Technical.
Yeah, definitely fall off, and with no points still have a chance to win a title, just as Kingston Technical did going into the semi-finals. Well, they lost, and St. Catherine will be hoping that they'll put on a better showing than the other team that didn't have a point coming into this one, but we expect them to put on a good show as well.
Of course, the last time they met was in the Walker Cup final, and St. Catherine coming out with a 3-2 win, and Excelsior, they haven't enjoyed a lot of success. Of course, they would have beaten them 2-1 in 2018, but St. Catherine also got by them by 2-0 as well. This is what they're playing for, the Walker Cup. Glistening under the sunlight here at the National Stadium East Field as the teams make their way out to the middle. St. Catherine High on the left, Excelsior High on the right. It is a repeat of that 2019 final, and the Saints, they march their way through. Excelsior will be hoping for sweet revenge here at the National Stadium East Field. And we'll now pause for the playing of the national anthem.
Just calling to check if you had received a police record sent in for Crystal J. Daly by Dwight Jeremiah for it to be stamped. Should have been from about Wednesday or Thursday. I'll have to check on it. When do you open again? On Monday?
Jamaica land we
well, the team's taking it in their own hands there as they sang the national anthem of Jamaica, and we're moments away from the kickoff here. Let's hope that the action on the field of play is much smoother than the start here. Christopher Mason is the man in charge of this one. He'll be assisted by Keone Denton and Aaron Simpson. As both teams take the official photos before the start of play. It's now time for the toss. See Jevon Smith, the skipper of Excelsior, already there. And the captain of St. Catherine is Joel Palmer.
Alright? Teams, you're here to play football. Play some football, enjoy it. At the end of the day, it'll be the team win, alright? Now we have here fair play, FIFA, calling the game. Fair play it is, so you can throw the ball and get exercise. Alright, so recite it. Alright, so just switch over quickly, alright? Enjoy, all the best. Alright, so Keone.
If these two teams can repeat what they did in 2019, we're certainly in for an exciting game. 5 goals were in that game. St. Catherine winning the odd goal in 5. 3-2 when they last met.
St. Catherine just meeting up for the final time there. And open to make a mark once more. Anthony Patrick, who's been there and done that at all levels of schoolboy football, as well as also in the Premier League. And St. Catherine will have the first bit of possession as they kick towards downtown Kingston. And towards the Caribbean Sea, it's going to be Excelsior will be kicking towards the Blue Mountain Range. A repeat of the 2019 final, as both teams battle for a right to be in the 2022 final of the ISSA Walker Cup. And the start, as always, so imperative. It's, two contrasting styles, St. Catherine and Excelsior. St. Catherine, of course, toppling Excelsior the last time that they met at the National Stadium, and winning the schoolboy football title for the first time, St. Catherine High, back in 2019. And Excelsior, well, they've done it before, on 7 occasions in fact, in the Walker Cup.
And 7 times in the Manning Cup as well. They do love the number 7.
They do.
And I suspect that this one will not be as one-sided as the first game we saw with between Mona and Kingston Technical.
Well, you can only hope, right?
Well, I'm talking it into being.
Because we didn't expect the first one to be as one-sided, to be fair.
That's true. But maybe, as you said, on the evidence of the form coming into the game with Kingston Technical, maybe not so surprising. But yeah, it was probably more than we expected in the end.
No Xavier Gilbert on the sidelines for Excelsior. He's out sick, but I'm sure he's very much in tune with what's happening here. Of course, you can watch Schoolboy Football free on the SportsMax app. Good afternoon, Mr. Gilbert, wherever you are. Hope you get better soon. Looks on as his team goes on the charge here, trying to control Calumet. And there's a whistle on the play, and it's going to be a free kick to St. Catherine High, deep in their own half.
Yeah, it was a good ball. Calumet there just got away from him with that first touch.
So Everett Campbell is the man in charge of this Excelsior unit. St. Catherine just doing their defensive duties early in the piece.
Yeah, just early indication here from Excelsior that they really want it.
There's Everett Campbell, a son of Almontown, if I should say so myself. He's in charge of this Excelsior unit. He has been around at Excelsior for a while, would have assisted the likes of Liebert Alleman as well.
Good pace to this one, good start to it from both teams. Again, that's first touch from Calamy, just not good enough to retain possession.
Joseph, that should have been a better pass because his striker was free. Flag is up for offside. He was coming from an offside position there. There's Anthony Patrick, who's seen it all before, as I said, in charge of this St. Catherine unit. He's been all around the place, Anthony Patrick.
An experienced coach, schoolboy football, and even at the Premier League level as well. He will certainly want to add another title to his collection.
St. Catherine still forced to do some defending here. Ball swung inside. There's a chance that's blocked there. The effort coming in from Jevon Smith. And there's a whistle on the play. An Excelsior player is down. That's Lennon Green, who's going to get some attention.
Yeah, nothing serious there, just caught late. Yeah, just grazing off the studs.
Here's what happened earlier. And just managed to get the shot off, but it was charged down.
Very good defensive work from Spalding. Was going to allow him to pass.
Allowing that one to go behind. Dylan Richards. The thing about St. Catherine High is that they really like to flood the midfield area. I think most of their times the players are there. There's Ellis delivering.
One curling away towards the top of the 18-yard box. Always going to be difficult to get a troubling header on goal from that distance. Need a lot of pace on that kick, that corner kick coming across. He spoke about St. Catherine loving to crowd out in the middle of the park, using 3 at the back. He said they've used 6 in the middle of the park before.
They have. Now they have to do some defending here as Excelsior try to advance.
Hilton doing some good work on that far side for St. Catherine. Coach Patrick knows they have to be concentrated in these moments of the game when they're under pressure defending. Wouldn't want to go behind so early in this one.
Sheldon Butler delivering straight to the hands of Omarion Brown.
Lots of communication coming from players on the park, and always as a coach, very important for players to communicate and to keep each other in tune in the game, being reminded of their responsibility.
Johnson. Thinking of the long ball to the edge of the box. The flag is up for offside.
The captain there, Smith, a bit disappointed in his position, seen across the line, just going a bit too early, a little bit too eager. He already has gotten a shot off that was blocked early in the game. So both teams trying to just get the measure of each other here as they look to settle and get into their playing pattern and style. Feel Excelsior just edging it in terms of intensity.
Play being called back. Free kick given to Excelsior.
Yeah, good strength being shown by Green there.
Comes out as far as Spalding. Continues his run. Does well. And cross is repelled. It's going to be a corner kick to Excelsior High.
And Spalding just looking to tee up at the near post. His captain again was looking to sneak in there.
Corner kick wasn't the best. We expect to see Nicalia Fuller doing some push-ups after that.
Yeah. Not what these coaches like to do, not at all. Not in their style.
Oh, that's a wonderful turn, but that's a poor pass. It really is.
Yeah, not matching the turn there. That was Fuller.
2 goals and 3 assists to his name. would have provided better crosses in the past.
At least
Fuller?
At least 2 of them for those assists.
Slow start to this one, Dwight.
Yeah, it was quick out the blocks, the opening whistle for Excelsior, but as I said, both teams looking to get a measure of each other, and pretty much quickly the tempo has slowed somewhat. An opportunity for them to get a ball into the danger area. St. Catherine. 6 players committed.
Yep, here's the delivery. Sent long at the back post. It wasn't a bad delivery, you know. I just think that probably McLennan just read it wrong. It was in the air for a while, and he was trying to just attack it. And then...
should have been running from outside in.
Yeah.
It's more inside out, and it's always going to be difficult for him to really create problems with that run. I just want him to be patient enough to go wide. Attacks do need depth and width.
He has the pace, covered ground really well. The Excelsior left. Excelsior, well, he's listed as a left back, Tyreek Spalding.
Yeah, he's been employed in this area on the left side.
Has a lot of speed.
Industrious type of player.
Fuller.
Another return ball again from Calamy. Not good. I've seen a few bad first touches from him so far in the game, and that pass also not crisp enough. As Fuller was really looking for better service.
Ball over the top. The keeper stays on his line, and the shot, well, didn't have a whole lot of power behind it. Dylan Richards, but Michael Clark adjusted his stance, went down and collected.
You felt you needed to, that had some pace on it. Then you get the feeling and Clark would have had a lot more work to do.
I think that was a shot from long range. Spalding back inside. Again, Excelsior trying to force the issue here.
I think you can't fault the effort of both sets of players. Just the quality not there at the moment in terms of trying to keep possession, trying to build something. Teams just turning over at will.
Ball played over the top and too far in front of Fuller, who had a stretch. And Omarion Brown collecting well.
I think that was Sims who was trying to stretch to get to that one.
St. Catherine will try again. Oh, free ball inside, and again the keeper comes up trumps there. Well, that was a big opportunity for St. Catherine High. And they're going to try again, the Saints.
Seemed to have been Joel Palmer there, the captain, who certainly should have really hit the back of the net. Keeper really making himself as big as he possibly could. But either side of him, a placement there would have resulted in a goal for sure.
No Excelsior with some reprieve, trying to storm forward here. Then on Green, playing it inside, he goes to the turf green.
He's a strength player, powerful player. He's bullied his way forward there. Again, we see that lack of quality again, just turnovers.
Here they come again, Excelsior. And he goes to the ground. And in the end, it's a goal kick. Oh, that was a wonderful save, wasn't it, denying Dylan Richards?
Yeah, reflex all the way. Was going the wrong way and just stuck out a leg. And then from the skipper, again making himself very big.
Michael Clark doing really well in goal. Both teams taking the time to refresh themselves.
Yeah, we've used the opportunity for sure as a technical moment to get some instruction to their players.
And they've decided to take the water break right now.
So with this first water break, these two teams still locked at 0-0. So goalkeeper here for Excelsior has come up trumps for them, not once but twice so far, denying St. Catherine from taking the lead. First it was Richards denied, and then the skipper Palmer. Those have been the two better opportunities so far in this contest. I see Fuller there. He has had some moments in this game for Excelsior. Definitely looked to be one of the players that is expected to be a creative spark. Not the biggest of custodian, but certainly made himself big on two occasions. Getting his touch not so crisp, the Excelsior number 9.
Has some work to do, but good communication at the back there between defender and goalkeeper.
It's always good when you have a solid custodian. It makes you play a lot more comfortable and composed as defenders.
Almost lost his footing inside the area, didn't he?
Looked to be Smith again, the skipper. Should have, just couldn't take that one into his stride.
We had Michael Clark in goal for Excelsior, but it's actually Jadavin Wall who is between the sticks.
It's certainly not in that type of spelling, but certainly has been a wall so far.
You know, one of these days you're going to buy us all drinks, do I, Jeremiah? You really have to.
See, I'm going to have to buy drinks?
Yes. It's the only thing that would be well received.
Certainly when it's all over, when the season is all over, all on me.
Push it! Pass!
And a vital header there.
Keeper is out, lost it, and was injured in the process.
I was brave to come there, but being a small, not a very tall goalkeeper, I'm always struggling to get over, but goalkeepers are well protected. And Excelsior leading the possession, 57%. But one would feel it is St. Catherine who have had the better chances so far in this one. Couple of missed controls there, but in the end not costing St. Catherine. Quite relaxed, Anthony Patrick. Obviously haven't seen much from Excelsior to cause him concern.
Well, this may cause him concern. The ball whipped across and it had to be cleared from outside the 6-yard box. And then the shot coming in was wayward from Tyreek Spalding.
Yeah, Nathaniel Ellis there was there for St. Catherine when that wicked ball came into the box. Got good purchase on his clearance. Playing in that right back position.
Again, good work there between Wall and on this occasion Leonardo Shepherd. Nodded it back to his keeper. They look fairly relaxed. Excelsior at the back. They like to play the ball out. And there's not a lot of discomfort shown with the ball at their feet.
I think Fuller there didn't protect the ball well enough. And that's what you don't want when you're playing out from the back. You definitely want the pressure to be held, not to be released so easily. I felt that was a firm challenge, but fair. I thought he got all ball, but Mason was better positioned.
I think he was calling it back from an infringement earlier and was having a conversation with Mikhail Ellis. Green. Ball delivered inside, not clear properly. Here's a chance for Fuller. Nicalia Fuller looking for his third. And again, the resulting effort not on target.
Was a clean strike though. Really hit it with his laces. Always rising. He didn't get over it well enough, but certainly had some power behind it. Spalding would have been better served, advised to pass it out. So we can take a look. See that shot from Fuller. Good follow through with it. Just rising.
Well, that was some clearance.
Yeah, I certainly got purchase on that one. Giving his team a chance to push up.
Here's Excelsior. Again, the final pass inside the area hasn't been accurate. Ball played out wide by Sims. Lofted inside the box now, and no problems for Omarion Brown.
Yeah, just floating that one inside. They're always going to favour the defender, the goalkeeper. Just need to get more whip pace on that cross. Yeah, certainly on that occasion Butler there was tugged back. The culprit there.
He's done well to keep it in, you know. And I think Sims was in a couple of minds there as to what to do with that ball. Decided to loft it again inside the area. And St. Catherine scrambling it away.
Yeah, I think he was waiting for it to fall nicely for him to volley, but just put off by the defender in front of him. But Spalding initially did very well to keep that one in play and then to tee up Sims.
There's a delivery inside at the near post, headed away. Spalding wins it back. Oh, nicely done. And again, at the back post, too much on it. Sims giving chase, can't keep it in play.
Yeah, good work initially from Spalding. just under a little bit of pressure when he was trying to effect that cross, and so the quality just dipped somewhat in the end, running out of play. But you can't fault him on the effort, and good footwork there from him just now. And as a left back employed here, getting forward with regularity and showing good quality, and he has gotten in that final third.
Butler sends it long. Kalami. Sims now.
I feel this game would do well with a goal in it. Both teams have had some chance, some look-ins. As I said, St. Catherine had the better two. Yeah, Sims just caught. See, he did the cut back. An opportunity for Excelsior to load the box and get a ball inside. See if they can put this St. Catherine defence under pressure.
Well, just 4 players inside the box now, make that 5. Ball sent high inside. And last touch off the Excelsior player for a goal kick.
Yeah, it was Sims there who was the target, or he went closest to. It was always under pressure.
Oh, the ball is broken through here, and it goes in. A couple of deflections, but Sims will claim it. It was a decent finish from the number 19 to get his 6th this season. And finally the breakthrough has come for the Eagles in this Walker Cup semi.
Yeah, we were saying that the game wanted a goal, and maybe we'll bring it even to life now. But yeah, got a bit lucky with the ball just bouncing favourable for him there, just on that occasion, and then just taking a little deflection, and the goalkeeper undone by it. But there, got a bit lucky, and then again the deflection, but was on target, so will be credited with the goal, Sims. But certainly Brown was beaten by the deflection.
So Excelsior in front here. Butler trying to play the through ball once more to Sims.
And Excelsior looking to turn the tables. 2019 in the finals, they did lose 3-2. They're in front here.
Fuller. Spalding. Lovely delivery inside. Oh, the first touch was poor from Butler.
Yeah, Butler using both feet there, trying to control it. And it was always going to be difficult, was never going to get it out to strike it. Probably needed to have taken it with his right.
Butler again. Nicely done, Glennon. Excelsior just about managing to clear their lines here.
Yeah, St. Catherine here looking to get back into this contest quite quickly. Goal scorer there back doing his defensive work there, Sims. Almost sent on his way again, Sims, by Fuller. He will have a few things to come up with, strategies to try and get back into this game, Anthony Patrick. Other than those two early chances, goalkeeper Wall came up big. I haven't seen much from the St. Catherine unit. But I did say earlier, on the evidence of what I saw with Excelsior, especially in that first round against a good Camperdown team, they really did well. So, we're sure that there's quality.
Well, they've taken this quickly here. Can they catch St. Catherine off guard? No. There was some cries for handball against Excelsior. St. Catherine, they still try and come away with it, but they've lost it in a dangerous area. Mitchell deciding to go all the way back. Shepherd. Smith inside. Smith was trying to turn that inside the area. The keeper was alert on that occasion.
Yeah, it was a good pass in the midfield from Smith there when he turned. He passed it into the space because his teammate was marked closely. So he just put it into the space in front of him. It was intelligent play, giving the marker no chance of stealing possession. With about 4 minutes to go in this first half, and Catherine look as if they need to make a change here.
Well, they are coming forward. McLigan with a shot, and again, no problems there for Genevieve Wall, who was in the right place at the right time. They're going to be making a couple of changes, St. Catherine, in fact.
Yes, albeit it's about 3 minutes to the half-time. It is a knockout game, and it doesn't want to wait too long in terms of trying to get back into this contest. No player likes to be hauled off the park in the first half, but see number 11 going in.
That's Guscott gonna go in.
12 is coming out. 12. I did put up a 12.
So it's McLegan and Seavright who are coming out for Guscott and Parkinson.
Yeah, McLegan had gotten a few opportunities down this near side. Haven't really been telling with it.
St. Catherine playing it forward inside the area, handled by Excelsior. And it's going to be a corner kick to St. Catherine. We'll be hoping to tie this up heading into the halftime interval.
Well, the coach has done his bit to try and influence the game.
Oh, just ran out of space there. Was that Joel Palmer?
Yeah, Joel Palmer. You felt he should have just one time or early just try and get the ball into the box. Had players in there waiting. Just try to carry it along that goal line. Would have been better served to just try and tee up one of his players. So there's the confirmation that Seavright did come in.
As well as Guscott. 2 minutes of time to be added, or stoppages.
We did anticipate that this one would be a little bit more closely contested than the opening encounter. Only one goal in it, leading into the halftime break.
Good work, trying to put it back, and a penalty. No, it's a goal kick. I thought there was a handball there actually, as he was trying to control it, and the referee pointing to the edge of the 6-yard box on that occasion, and not to the spot.
Yeah, it was for a back kick, a goal kick. Normally not going to award the penalty as it comes off the tie onto the arm. Rule against that.
Well, that was really late. Butler hasn't been too sharp out of the middle so far.
Yeah, one of the players looking to shield this back four. So, yeah, just beaten to it in the end. Again, Wall has been good.
Yeah, he has.
Small but agile. Really look to the one that understands his role as a goalkeeper. Seem is technically good as well.
That's the end of the first half. Excelsior, they lead in this Walker Cup semi-final. It's a repeat of the 2019 final, and they are trying to turn the tables against the current Walker Cup champion, St. Catherine High. And they are in front. And it was good work by Giovanni Sims to send the Eagles ahead early in that first half. And after 45 minutes, they go into the break with the 1-0 advantage. So, closely contested semi-final here between St. Catherine High and Excelsior High as they fight for the right to be in the Walker Cup final. And Jedivin Wall has done a lot of work in goal for Excelsior. 1-0 the score at the halftime interval. Excelsior with the advantage over the defending Walker Cup champions, St. Catherine High. not a lot of goal mouth activity in this one, but there have been a few chances. Excelsior had a couple of opportunities here, and that effort was charged down. And then the other end need a little bit more power in that shot, and no problems there for Wall, who would have some more work to do, as St. Catherine tried their best to go ahead in this contest, and that was repelled there. And then another chance, a strong left hand there from Wall, denying Joel Palmer. And then Excelsior, they kept on pressing. That shot though, high. Javani Sims doing a lot of work. Nicalia Fuller blasting that one over the top. And Sims with the effort on target. Took a deflection, also came off the keeper, but in the 36th minute, Sims would claim it. And 1-0 for Excelsior, 1-0 for the Eagles over the Saints, the only goal in this matchup so far. Six shots for Excelsior, 3 on target. St. Catherine 7 shots, 4 on target. And 7 fouls were committed, 5 by St. Catherine rather. And you can see at the bottom there, Excelsior with the majority of the possession at 54%.
Yeah, so that is it in the for the first half. Excelsior versus St. Catherine. This is exactly how it started here. You can see me here standing right next to the Walker Cup trophy. Yeah, so Excelsior, remember back in 2019, they would have been leading 1-0 at halftime as well, but the game ended in St. Catherine's favor. Maybe, just maybe, it may end in the same favor. Who knows? We don't know, but you would have to tell me what you think. Well, some of the fans across the stadium here at Stadium East, they're liking the what should I say? They like the ambience. They like how the game is going on right now. They're enjoying the fierce rivalry between these two teams when it comes to this cup, and they want to see more of the same in the second half. I also have a couple of comments from our live YouTube stream on SportsMax YouTube page. We have a prediction of 2-1 to St. Catherine. That's from Del J. Nichols. He's been very active in our feed. Well, across all the games, I've seen Del J commenting, leaving his comments. He's been saying what he thought, interacting with other fans. So Del J, big up yourself, of course. I see Davia Spence. She said, point of view. Let me ask you this on behalf of Davia. Your brother is playing and you play for the school that he's playing against. Imagine that. You have a brother, he's playing for one school, and you decide to go to the school just to play against him. Wow. Would you do that? And I have a message for Kodian. Kodian, if you're watching, the fans miss you. Some of them that I've spoken to here at Stadium East. So they'll see you very soon, hopefully. And I hope you're watching. More comments. Del J also says, Excelsior's keeper look very offensive. So he's been doing pretty well. Trying to find some attack, but start the attack on his end, and trying to really push their school to victory. Well, that's it. 1-0 at halftime here at Stadium East. Excelsior taking on St. Catherine High, the defending champions. More to come after this. Don't go anywhere.
action coming up on the home of champions, including this big matchup between Clarendon College and Dental Technical in the ISSA Champions Cup final, the first final of the schoolboy football season. That's tomorrow, 3 o'clock, 4 ECT. You can watch it on SportsMax 2 as well as on the SportsMax app. The DaCosta Cup final is on next Friday. Mannings against Gavin Maceo. That's on SportsMax 2, 3:15 p.m. 4:15 p.m. ECT. That's next Friday. And of course, next Saturday, the Manning Cup final. Jamaica College against Kingston College. That's next Saturday, 3:15 p.m. 4:15 p.m. ECT. Of course, schoolboy football is live and exclusive on the SportsMax app. You can download the app today and watch it free of cost on SportsMax Plus. The teams are out in the middle. Excelsior enjoying the advantage. 1-0 the score at the halftime interval. St. Catherine, they made a couple of changes before the break, and of course they'll be hoping to do much better in this stanza. Dwight Jeremiah.
Yeah, Coach Patrick wasn't quite pleased with some of the stuff he saw in the first half. Was looking to get some fresh legs in there to try and see if he could get back into the game from the first half. That didn't happen, but at least those players would have gotten the pace of the game and would have been ready from the start of this second one. So it did get some chance. And speaking of those chances, Wall was the difference between them taking the lead or even being on the score sheet. It was big there, good reflex save with his right leg, and then big strong left hand to deny the St. Catherine skipper in Joel Palmer. And when he needed to be agile, he was, and quick off his line. Not the biggest custodian, but certainly agile and has good reflex as well. Reads the game well and has a good relationship with his defenders.
Yep, time to press on. As we're just seconds away from the start here. A repeat of the 2019 final. St. Catherine High winning that encounter a couple of years ago, the last season, and we're on the way. Excelsior will now be kicking towards the Caribbean Sea, while St. Catherine will be kicking towards the Blue Mountain Range. And they will be hoping to show a bit more purpose as Redmond being challenged, being hounded, and running into some traffic. Picked up by Hilton. And the shot from outside the area. Oh, what a shot! And what a goal! And what a response! The Saints, they have come out blazing. And it's Nikyle Ellis with a bomber from outside the 18. That's his second this season. And the champions are back level with Excelsior.
I know those type of strike from the minute it left his boot. Definitely looked as if it was going to nestle into the back of the net. Had the dip on it. And did he meet that one well? Beautiful strike. And we were just talking how good Wall has been. And it took something special to get past him. He did get over there, but just under his, just over his fingertips. But certainly a goal deserving to get a team back into a contest. Those goals, you feel, probably.
Well, here's another chance for Excelsior, and this one is banged into the side netting from Jevan Smith. Well, maybe we just have a game on our hands now.
We certainly have a game on our hands, and we're saying that the substitutions were made in the first half and persons were expected to get up to the pace of the game. But Ellis, what a strike that was. He just took it down on his chest, and as it fell from his chest, just struck it so well on the volley. And Wall just could not reach to it. Just too good for him. And I said just too good because he was over there. And finally the Great Wall breached.
Excelsior, or can they respond here? St. Catherine, they have shown more purpose in the first few minutes than they did for the majority of that first half.
Behaving like a true defending champion, not willing to give up their crown so easily.
And it looked pretty easy in the first half, almost pedestrian their display.
Yeah, and just as you were saying in the start of the second half, that they look like they're a little bit more purposeful than that strike. That strike is a strike and some.
It really was some shot. Sims trying to go alone there, wins the free kick right in front of the St. Catherine bench. They were absolutely disappointed, and Anthony Patrick will go into the referee's book, I believe.
Yes, just had a little too much to say.
He's not turning around to receive it, and finally it showed.
I think he'll be much calmer after this one. He won't want to leave his charges at this point when they've just gotten back into this contest.
There's a shot from Sims straight down the throat of Omarion Brown. Punted long. A collision there. Could be some problems at the back.
Yeah, that was Spalding there and Shepherd.
Oh, here's a chance. The follow-up! Whoa, wide of the mark. And it's going to be a goal kick.
Yeah, St. Catherine getting close there. Look to have been Parkinson. Parkinson there. Just see the shot go wide. He would be disappointed with that. Because from that range, you want to be hitting the target.
Go inside. Hey, high job.
The Saints, they have a throw. It's a long one that's taken. Wall gathering that one confidently. Almost got into trouble there. But from one goalkeeper to the next.
I spoke about his agility in the first half and just showed it there. Both goalkeepers having some mishap here.
Ball over the top. Fabulous pass. Looking for an additional yard of space there. Joel Palmer sends it inside. And that will go behind for a goal kick.
I think Shepherd really did well there. Shepherd in the advancing attacker there from St. Catherine. That occasion again was Palmer that he kept at bay, doing exactly what his coach would want, not diving in, just showing him along the line just the same, and living up to his name, just doing the shepherding work.
It was a fabulous goal to get back into this contest for the Saints, and what a hit it was from their number 10.
In the end, on the end of a poor defensive header, but got the dip on that one.
Back to live action. Palmer, or rather Redman, trying to get that under control. Redmond couldn't get the cross inside. And Excelsior will go the other way. Couldn't quite find Javon Smith.
A very open-ended, direct game here from both teams.
Oh, it has gone through. It's a big chance for the Saints to go ahead, and somehow he skies it. Big opportunity for Joel Palmer once more. And looking for his second this season. Somehow he couldn't hit the target, to the disbelief of Anthony Patrick.
Yeah, certainly. From my position here, can't believe as well. Certainly didn't show the composure required in this type of situation. Just needed to slot to either side of the goalkeeper. You felt could have gone to his right, where the goal was gaping. And disappointing Joel Palmer there. Wall would have felt that he would have had to produce something brilliant again to keep his team in the contest, but Palmer didn't oblige with a shot that needed his service.
Redmond is getting some treatment, and some of the players will refresh themselves in the meantime. Redmond appears to be okay. Onando Kalame is going to make an exit soon. In fact, now. Rojan Joseph is on in his stead. Joseph has 3 goals and 3 assists to his name. There he is.
Kalame there in this game really carried the quality required in a semi-final. Touches were poor early in the game, didn't really influence the game the way his coaches would have wanted.
Just to confirm that Kalame is out for Joseph. And they're hoping to add some spice in the attack, Excelsior, with that substitution.
Well, Joseph's first attempt at a control wasn't good. He definitely hasn't shown the upgrade on Kalame so far.
Here he is trying again. Oh, he's broken through, and then the challenge coming in eventually. Booted into touch.
Both teams having their moment in this contest. No team really exerting the dominance for a very long period. The longest stretch is the latter part of the first half for Excelsior. Certainly.
Long throw taken by Green, and couldn't get by a couple of players on that occasion. Oh, 3 against 3 at the moment for St. Catherine. Well, that was some good defending there.
Yeah,
I think that was Spalding over on that side.
Spalding, who's been having a good game.
Yep, he has. Oh, it's played through. The substitute, oh, he rifles it wide. Rojan Joseph.
I think the wrong technique used there, kicking across the ball. Needed to go flush straight through it with his laces. I have a second look here. And across him. Yeah, cutting across it. Always going to peel away to his right, to the right of the goal.
Sims almost got through there. Too much on that one from Leonardo Shepherd.
Yeah, that's why I guess he's a defender, not having the weight to the pass required from a creative midfielder there.
Redmond was late on the challenge.
That one could have been a yellow card as well from behind, and catching Green flush there. And Green seemed to have come out of it well.
Redmond to get some attention of sorts.
So he effected the challenge and has come out worse.
He may be making an exit too, you know.
Well, at the moment it's not.
He's probably just thinking about being beaten Wall after having a really good game. But I'm not sure he could have done anything with that. He really couldn't.
I think there's nothing for him to be ashamed about. He did get across, but the pace of the shot and the placement, both those two things really was his undoing. So Redmond out and Gentles in.
Things are like for like change along the left channel for St. Catherine High. Let's see. Corner kick to Excelsior High. Oh, nice turn and nice hit. Did really well to get it under his spell. And then just managed to get the shot off. And it did not miss by much. It was good work there from Fuller.
Now we've seen him hitting a shot in the first half. He can strike them. It's good technique to him. And looking to set himself up, flicking over his head and turning around quickly to have a go at goal. Would have been a spectacular goal.
Chance for Excelsior again. Seems that wasn't the best ball from him. And now the chase is on, but good work at the back.
Always never like to see, and the ball is being passed nicely and then one player decide to put it in the air. It's always going to favour the defenders. Just spoiling the sequence of passing there. St. Catherine will get a chance to go again.
Ellis sends it long. It's a delightful ball that was handled well by the Excelsior defenders.
Certainly living up to expectation here in terms of a close contest.
Has to give chase. Sims is on it. What speed he has, and almost delivered it on a platter. Jean-Joseph though had to hurry the shot and skied it in the end.
Sims' first touch was a delight. That first touch took Blake out of it because, well, it wasn't Blake, took Hilton out of it. Hilton dare not touch him, just cut across the path of Hilton with that first touch. And very often to players, your first touch can be such a dangerous weapon.
I think it was actually Joseph who started the play, and then ended up trying to finish it.
Yeah, it was.
Not the sharpest, but he's been on the park for a few minutes and has put himself in a few good positions. Let's see if he can take one of these chances. Here's the delivery inside, and the keeper holds on. No problems there for Brown.
Again, it was Fuller executing another good shot.
Couldn't keep it in play.
You know, it's going to be a stretch for Palmer.
That was all ball here.
Yeah, just a firm challenge.
Joel Palmer looking for options and then just losing it cheaply. And Excelsior can break here, but a little bit too lackadaisical there, the substitute Joseph. It goes the other way. And Ellis, the pass was slight. Fuller doing a lot of work there, but couldn't win it for Excelsior. Some hard football being played by both teams.
Yeah, quality can't say very high, but effort certainly at the highest level. Yeah, they're certainly giving the effort for this one. And that's all you can ask for at times.
Free kick to St. Catherine. Second half has been a little bit better than the first. Excelsior, can they pounce here? Ball played over the top, and well, Rajan Joseph
had a few look-ins since he's been on the park.
He has.
Just hasn't hit the shots on target, but
Ball over the top looking for Gentles, and Wall reading it all the way. Game opening up a little bit here. Keeps it in play, Gentles. Lost it inside the area, and Wall commanding his area.
I tell you, he's a good, really good goalkeeper. Or Wall showing really good signs, and certainly will continue to improve.
He has a twin brother, you know, in the Excelsior squad. Should have been Wall.
He's representing him very well.
His brother, Nathaniel Wall. November 18, 2004. That's your date of birth. I know twins who were born in separate years.
Yeah, 31st and 1st.
There you go. Flag goes up for offside.
Water break been given to these players.
Well, they've certainly worked hard in the second half, so at the very least they deserve it.
Cooler conditions though, probably conducive for the work rate to be as high as it has been in the second half. Certainly St. Catherine through Hellis really making a game of this one in the second half. Since then it has been pretty much an even contest.
Both teams being refreshed, and as we enter the final stages of this one, still too close to call. Just a few minutes ago I would suggest that St. Catherine probably had the momentum, and they have created more chances, I believe, in the second half. And there's Rojan Joseph, who came on in that second half, has had a couple of opportunities there. Number 10 actually didn't start because he was unwell, so they didn't think he was fit to start. Excelsior went in front though, he was fit to start. Giovanni Sims with the finish.
Yeah, got a few lucky moments with that goal. First the ricochet into his path, and then the deflection to take it into goal. But on the back of this poor defensive header, it was Hellis with a cracker.
Oh yeah, talk about a cracker. That was a wonderful finish, and Wall, who has been outstanding, could not get there, and it was a worthy equaliser for the champions to be back in this Walker Cup semi-final.
And he showed a lot of patience there, because you have to wait on that ball to fall from the sky and get the knee over it.
Game has restarted, and St. Catherine will have a free kick. And Ellis didn't require assistance to get back on his feet. Sims gets a return ball. Oh, wonderfully done. And not sure why he decided to go with the outside of his right foot. It was a big chance for Giovanni Sims to get his second, and just fluffed his chances there at the end.
The only thing I could see with that type of movement, with that right foot, unless he was trying to get it to Smith, his skipper, who was to his right. In the end, the execution was neither a shot nor a pass. But the build-up to that point was exquisite.
Ball sent high inside the box. Excelsior, yep, they managed to clear their lines. Smith, oh, that's a nice control. And he asks Fuller to run and try and get that one, and it was too much on it.
Just too much, got a bit too excited with that first touch, plucking it from the sky, and needed a better way to pass.
Well, the thing that I usually stress in commentary is seeing a player who can do 2 or 3 skills back to back. It was a nice control there, but he needed the supply there to really cap off the play.
Yeah, I remember hearing you in commentary one time with a player who did so much fancy work and then made the right pass, and you said, there, it's possible.
It is possible. And he did well here. And just the finish was needed to get his second of the game. He knows he missed it. A big chance.
Yeah, you have to have good quality to really be doing that. The play at the time I heard you made a call on was one Krista J. Daly, who did so well at the time.
There's a chance for St. Catherine, and I think he was trying to drive it across the area, you know, Edis Guscott. We haven't seen a lot of him since he's been on the park, number 11 for St. Catherine High. Here's Fuller now. Fuller has Javon Smith in front of him. Switching the play, looking for Sims, however, and intercepted. Oh, but they've given the ball easily, St. Catherine. Butler on it for Excelsior, and was trying to find his number 10, Joseph. Ellis.
Really like the thinking off goalkeeper wall. Goalkeepers are always...
Oh, here's Sims with an effort, and the wind carrying it away, further away from goal.
I think the technique didn't help as well either. It's never going to be on target with or without the wind.
There's a chance here again. Sims just holding on to his hamstring there, and then managed to make a run actually inside the box and couldn't apply the finish, and probably just felt something there. I guess he's thinking that it's nothing too serious, but you really can't be too careful with these injuries.
Oh, the hamstring there, but I'm pretty sure they'll keep a close watch on him. But since his team has gotten back into this game, really have not kicked on to dominate the game. Really has been changing hands, the level of dominance that both teams are exerting on this contest. That looks to be Hilton, who has been helped off the field for St. Catherine. Temporarily down to 10 players.
No sign of a change being made. Saints again coming forward, headed away by Lennon Green. Shot from distance, again from Ellis. They've been kicking well into the breeze. Green, Lennon Green. Shepherd now.
We see Gentles and Richards, they've switched sides for St. Catherine. Holding midfielder there for Excelsior, Javier Edwards. Just at that moment, just saying to referee that didn't touch him, was pulling out.
Hilton.
Pauline had to be strong there, and he has been all game long, just to ensure that St. Catherine didn't manufacture another chance.
No, Excelsior trying to come forward, and they are 3 to aim for inside the box, and it needed a better pass there to Javon Smith.
For once, Pauline didn't give them a good quality ball into the box, but again, good run of field.
Keeper is off his line, he has to get back. Chance here for St. Catherine, and Palmer running out of ideas there, and collected now by Joseph. Sims back inside. He's thinking of the shot, and it's over the top.
Yeah, I did see Brown a little bit off his line. It's a good thinking there from
Butler, it seems, yeah.
Butler, yes. And you like to see that from your players. Has to think, create moments out of very little. Palmer there we see with the ball again. Seemingly a player that has some quality but can really frustrate with his plays. Sometimes just not decisive enough when in possession.
Coming together there. Sims committing the foul on Ellis. Hilton. Again, easily handled by the Excelsior defense. Sims, Giovanni Sims, and Fuller is trying to use his brain to get by Hilton.
Hilton was well positioned, and that technique wouldn't work there because Hilton wasn't close enough. Was a yard or two deeper, so once he allowed it to run, he was going to favour Hilton.
St. Catherine driving it long, looking for Palmer on that occasion. And it goes the other way. Oh, they've given it up. Excelsior. Oh, cutting inside, looking for that extra yard of space. Guscott. 3 to aim for inside the box. Delivered inside.
Yeah, that was Gentles trying to set someone up with the quality of the cross. Not getting past the first obstacle or hurdle.
The Saints go the other way now. Sims. Wonderful ball inside that's headed away.
St. Catherine berating the fact that number 11, who was a fresh player on the park, Guscott, was a bit lazy in coming out of the offside position, and in the end wasted an opportunity for his team. Definitely not matching the intensity and the effort from a lot of his starters out there. We're still giving a lot more, and Coach Anthony Patrick having Guscott be made aware of his feelings about that performance there.
Joseph winning the header. Butler trying to take it under his control. Was challenged a couple of times. Referee says play on. St. Catherine looking to make that transition, and to be fair, the Excelsior backline was holding firm, and the pass wasn't the best anyway. Hilton, Ellis, Guscott. Guscott sends this one inside, and Wall collects.
Clean, technical take there from Wall.
Foul on the play, and he'll go into the referee's book. That's Jevin Parkinson. Well, we certainly haven't seen a lot from him since he's been on the park.
No, brought on to really lift the quality, intensity, and give St. Catherine a little bit more in the middle of the park. But you're right, haven't impacted the game enough.
Wasn't the most convincing clearance, but keeper mopping up. Keeper's off his line there, and he was trying to loft it.
Jesus Joseph didn't get under it enough.
He didn't.
Certainly that was a great opportunity for Excelsior to retake the lead here.
He's been involved in about 4 chances, hasn't he?
Yes, and we can see the same thing for all 4 attempts. Definitely miscue his attempts. Probably needed to have just settled himself a little bit, because goalkeeper Brown was a good distance off his line, so he had time to really settle himself and execute better.
How much time remaining? Is about 6 minutes or so. If we're still locked at 1 apiece, we are heading to penalties. Both teams, they have defended stubbornly, and there's a pull of the shirt there. Yet the referee saw it. It's going to be a free kick to St. Catherine. It's some way out. I'm not sure if they're thinking of a direct shot here, although I suppose Ellis will be thinking about it strongly. Oh, he's trying to lay it out wide, trying to catch Excelsior off guard, and they weren't caught off guard.
Yeah, I think initially he was thinking of a long-range effort, but then just saw his teammate creep up on the outside, making that run, and just adjusted and, as you rightfully say, tried to catch Excelsior out, but they weren't having any of it.
Smith. Well, the first touch wasn't the best, and the keeper hesitated, and Smith was trying to pounce once more. And I'm not sure exactly what happened there, why Smith was appealing. If there was a handball somewhere, but the keeper was definitely involved. Gus to get the return pass, and sends it across. Oh, this is the chance for St. Catherine to go 2-1 up, and the keeper, Wall, making the save.
That was Gentles who had switched to the right side here, getting an opportunity, but when called upon to be big, Wall has really been a huge obstacle in the way of this St. Catherine team. A small man, but really spread himself well, Wall. And maybe leaving this game will add great before his name. Probably the great Wall here.
The great Wall of Excelsior?
Yeah, more than likely. It's really kept them in this game.
Oh, wasn't that a late challenge? It was. Free kick in a dangerous position here, Dwight.
And could be a yellow card as well. And it is. Looks to be Mitchell.
Antoine Mitchell goes into the referee's book.
Certainly yellow card, and bailed out of contemplation for a red, because had defenders close enough that he felt he had to make that challenge. There's a confirmation that Antoine Mitchell has been shown the yellow card.
Who's going to take this free kick? Omarion Brown, making sure that everything is in place as far as the setup of his wall. Javon Smith is there. John Joseph is there.
I do know that Fuller has struck the moving ball well so far. Well, Fuller seems to be out of the contest. Joseph has had a few strike, but all miscued, so he goes out as well.
So Javon Smith remains. Nicalia Fuller remains. No, Fuller walks away. It's all down to Smith. Smith shoots straight into the wall.
Had good pace on it. Papa was in the frame of the goal, but the wall was well established.
Referee says play on, and Excelsior will play on. Can he keep it in play? Tried his very best, did Giovanni Sims.
Yeah, trying to get onto the end of that. Trying to get a second goal in this contest. Did give Excelsior the lead. Seems like that was ages ago.
Excelsior thinking of a wow, there was a handball there,
and it was deliberate as well.
The officials didn't see it. No wonder he was so excited,
because we were wondering here, what was he berating about so much? But certainly Hilton got away with one.
Well, it's funny now. It won't ever be funny for Excelsior, especially if they don't go through to the final.
But I think Hilton was very discreet in how he went about it, and Mason had no sight of it.
So are they preparing for penalties? Excelsior taking out their holding midfielder, Javier Edwards. Three minutes of stoppages to be played. Shakar Jennison has come on.
Also, we're seeing where another substitution is to be made. We saw it in the Costa Cup as well, semis, where the goalkeeper was brought on.
So Marion Brown makes his exit. Crucifixia Thompson is now in goal. So Crucifixia Thompson between the sticks for St. Catherine, as both teams, it appears they are preparing for penalties, but let's see if another attack can be made by either team.
It would appear that both of them are ready for a penalty shootout, accepting that that is the means by which this game will be decided.
We're in the final minute of stoppage time here at the Stadium East Field, and still no closer to answering the question, who will join Mona High in the final of the Walker Cup. Ball dinked over the top. The keeper is off his line. There was some confusion there, and he manages to recover.
Yeah, he really had a good game, so it would have been really harsh for him to be the reason for the game to be decided against Excelsior.
It would have been cruel,
to say the least.
That's the end of the 90. Tied at 1 apiece, and we are heading to the lotteries of the penalty shootout to decide who will face Mona in the final of the ISSA Walker Cup.
Well, we did say this one was going to be close. We had the feeling that this contest was not going to be one-sided as the first, where we saw Mona run away 5-goal winners over Kingston Technical, and certainly lived up to that. Good quality goal to bring back his team in it, Anthony Patrick. And at the end of 90 minutes, it's 1 apiece, Sims and Ellis getting on the score sheet for Excelsior and St. Catherine respectively.
The second half was definitely much better than the first, and in that first half Excelsior had a couple of, or rather St. Catherine had a couple of chances there, but Jedevin Wall coming up big, and on that occasion denying Joel Palmer, the Saints skipper. And then this effort going high. Sims was really good in the first half. Fuller's effort though was over the top. And then a chance there for Giovanni Sims, and he made it 1-0 with a cool finish there. A couple of deflections, and the last one off the keeper, and 1-0 to Excelsior, and that's how they would head into the interval. Second half now, and St. Catherine really meant business. What a shot that was. Nikyle Ellis with the second goal this season, and it's worthy of a second look, and a third as well. Wonderful stuff into the top corner, and Wall, who has been really good, really could not reach that one, and that was equalizer, a worthy equalizer. And then the Saints had a few more chances, and so too Excelsior, who probably in the end would be aggrieved with the fact that a handball didn't go to them. This was the incident. Yep, the handball from Jamaria Hilton, and really could not believe his luck or lack thereof. It was a big chance close to the end, and again Wall coming up trumps for his team. And with that, we head to the penalty shootout. As we take a look at the statistics here, Excelsior with 18 shots on target, St. Catherine with 15, although the Saints had a better percentage with 10 of those shots on target. Excelsior with just 9 on target. 7 fouls committed, 1 less than St. Catherine High. 4 corners for Excelsior, 2 more than St. Catherine High. And Excelsior just edging out the possession there in the end, 51%. 1-1 after 90 minutes. And of course, you can watch all the coverage here on SportsMax, on your home of champions, on CVM television as well as on YouTube. High definition coverage of schoolboy football in Jamaica. And of course, the SportsMax app moment brought to you courtesy of the SportsMax app. And there really could just be one play for the SportsMax app moment, and that was this wonderful finish by Nikhil Ellis from outside the box. Fabulous stuff. He's going to remember that one for a very long time, Nikhil Ellis, and he was absolutely giddy with that effort. That was the SportsMax app moment, courtesy of the SportsMax app. Remember to download it today. We have so much in store for you for this year. But presently what's going on is La Liga, the English Premier League, the NBA, of course, and of course, the back end of this schoolboy football season. Excelsior will be kicking off first here.
Well, finally, 2 penalties. Javon Smith, the captain for Excelsior, felt it should have gone to penalty earlier. Didn't get the call. Well, we're at that stage now. Yes, the game has to be decided, and many feel this is really a tough way to decide a game, but it is a part of the sport, and for the neutrals, always bring some drama.
Always drama, always drama. How much drama will we have though in this shootout? 2 good goalkeepers, yes, looking to make an impact.
One was brought in specifically for this. There he is.
Crucifixio Thompson. And Jadavin Wall has had an outstanding game so far. And he's hoping to come up trumps. Wall, the smaller of the two, but he has been big in stature for the entirety of this game.
And his exploit in the regular time would have given him a lot of confidence coming into this shootout. Certainly will be backing himself to be able to do something good here.
So Excelsior will start, and they'll start with Nicalia Fuller, who had a decent game, and he hopes to put his team in front in the shootout.
Well, he's the player we feel really strikes the ball well, and will need to do so from 12 yards.
Fuller against Thompson. Fuller steps up. Oh, he skies it! Awful penalty. Nicalia Fuller, he has nowhere to hide, nowhere to go, but to face his demons in the aftermath of that horror miss.
Yeah, the walk was long going forward, and it's worse going back, much longer. And Fuller, who as I said, had some good shots in the regular playing time, really just leaned back on that one.
Joel Palmer stepping up for St. Catherine High. He's the captain, he's a leader, and he wants to put his team in the lead here. The defending Walker Cup champions, St. Catherine High. Oh, he's missed as well. Would you believe this? What's going to happen here though? He's still hovering around the area, probably thinking that the keeper may have moved off his line. He didn't. It's a bad miss, really a bad miss by Joel Palmer.
I did say in the game that he's a player, seemed to have quality, but definitely frustrates his teammates throughout the game. Had some chances but really didn't capitalize and was poor from the spot.
Sheldon Butler up next against Thompson. Will he score the first goal in this shootout, Butler? Oh! What is happening in this shootout?
Oh,
it wasn't Butler, in fact, it's actually Spalding. And he had a good game.
Excellent game he had.
Except for now.
When we spoke about drama, never fails to deliver the penalty shootout.
Tyreek Spalding, goodness me.
Somebody has to score here.
And not a save required. All shots off target.
This one is Mitchell.
Yep, Antwain Mitchell for the Saints.
Will the defender show them how it is done?
Mitchell, saved by Wall. Guessed right and parried it away.
I told you Donnelly had an excellent game, Wall, and that performance would have spurred him on. It would have given him a lot of confidence. And not the best penalty, comfortable height for Wall, but he did well. Got a good spring in his step there and got across well.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
This man wanted it to go to penalty a long time ago. Had a good case for that, Smith. Because he was right. Hilton had expertly, I must say now, handled the ball out of the line of sight of referee Mason.
Goodness me, Javon Smith with the mind games here, and Thompson didn't bite at all. Thompson laser focused,
and he was brought in to save something.
Smith, can he score? Saved by Thompson! The mind game did not work, and Thompson has the final say in this shootout.
And justifying his substitution into it. But did he move early?
No, I think his heel was right on the line.
Just borderline there.
Yep.
Just borderline. And the officials are satisfied with it. 5 penalties. None to hit the back of the net.
So, Nathan Ellis. Oh! Another miss!
Or is it safe to say that they didn't expect it to go to penalties, so they didn't practice anything before this one? Because 6 penalties, 6 misses. Did he save it? Did he get a touch to it? He did get a touch to it, it seemed.
I'm not sure he got a touch to it. He went across there, but I don't think he.
Let's look at it again. Let's look at it again.
No, well
just
wide.
away from him. Away from him. Had it covered though, had it been on target, you get the feeling Wall would have provided the sturdy defense he has so far in this game.
No, I called his name earlier, Sheldon Butler. It's actually really and truly Butler on this occasion. Can he score the first goal in this penalty shootout? Excelsior's number 7. Oh! This is insane! Absolutely insane, this penalty shootout. And Butler cannot believe it. Wow!
I think he went fancy with it, just to fake to kick with one foot, then go with the other. Looking to do a Georgina there. Looking to have that skip, then kick. And in the end, he had the skip and the miss.
Well, it's St. Catherine's turn once more. And it's the scorer of one of the more brilliant goals you'll see this season, Nikhil Ellis from outside the box. And he just wants to convert from 12 yards here to give St. Catherine the advantage in this shootout. Wall is ready. Is Ellis ready? Oh yeah! Finally! A goal in this shootout! And Nikhil Ellis score from the spot. An advantage to St. Catherine High, the Walker Cup champions.
Well, in the evidence of what he did in the open play, you suspect if there's one person who had to score, it would have been him. Lovely goal in open play. And has turned up again to show how it is done.
Javon Sims must score.
Well, he did score in open play as well.
Yep, he has to score to keep Excelsior in this shootout. Sims scores. Well, it's only the goal scorers who have been on target here.
Well, they're showing that it wasn't a fluke what they did in open play.
And it's now time for the final kick possibly in this shootout as we take a look back at Sims converting. St. Catherine High looking to win it.
The substitute it is, Parkinson.
It is Parkinson, making sure that it's on the spot properly. Wall, can he keep Excelsior in it? Parkinson scores! They will defend their title in the final. The Saints, they have done it in an awful penalty shootout. They scored the two that mattered. And St. Catherine High, they are back in the Walker Cup final.
I do feel it for Wall. Really put in a good show, but let down by his kickers. In the end, straight down the middle. And needed to have stood his ground there, straight down the middle. And Wall, oh, so distraught there. But it is St. Catherine who will go on to defend their title.
Wow, the luck of the shootout again against Excelsior.
And the drama, more red dots than green ones.
Wall has been outstanding. You're almost tempted to give him the player of the game.
Most definitely.
He was really good in goal. And maybe it would be just a consolation prize, but he was outstanding in the game.
Certainly was. And still my player there, you know, Ellis scored a beautiful goal for St. Catherine, but certainly Wall was so good consistently throughout the game. But take nothing away from St. Catherine, they're into the finals, had to come from behind. But Wall still has to be consoled here.
Yep. Nikhil Ellis was a standout player for St. Catherine High. Scored in regular time, the equalizer for the defending Walker Cup champions, and then would step up from the penalty spot in the shootout as well. And both goals absolutely crucial to St. Catherine surviving this game. As far as the penalty shootout was concerned, not a lot to write home about, do I, Jeremiah?
On the contrary, it was pure drama. Certainly, the quality was a lot to be desired of. From 12 yards out, they couldn't hit the target.
Yep. There are quite a few misses in this. And we saw a few misses before the first save was made. And our videographer behind the goal was in more trouble than anything else. And but there were a couple of decent saves as well. That one again going wide, and well, Butler missing as well. And one was finally converted, and that was Ellis. And then the other goal scorer in the game also converted, Sims. And then down the middle, he made it safe. Jevin Parkinson, who actually came on as a sub in the second half, or late in the first half, in fact.
Yes.
And with that, St. Catherine High, they are through to the final of the Walker Cup. 1-1 after 90, 2-1 after the penalty shootout in favor of St. Catherine over Excelsior High. Let's go downstairs now. Gerard with our man of the match.
Nikhail, you had a pretty good game today. I wanted you to talk me through the equalizer though. What was about that shot?
As you said?
The equalizer. I want you to talk me through that equalizer.
Oh, yeah, we do a good job. Come out and do the right thing. Yeah. We score, then we start control the game. Yes.
Were you a bit nervous going into the penalty shootout?
No?
You're accustomed doing it?
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people seem to think that you're carrying this St. Catherine's side on your back. What do you think your role is in this team?
Talk over.
Yeah, a lot of people feel that you're carrying this St. Catherine's side on your back. What do you think your role is in this team?
Yeah, I'm carrying it. We are good midfielder in the team. Yeah.
All right. Well, congratulations today. See you in the final.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's have a chat with the coach from Excelsior High. Coach, it seems like history repeating itself. What is it about this St. Catherine's side that is so dominant?
Well, I can't even explain that. We can't believe how we're losing a penalty shootout today.
Was it difficult for you to find 5 of your best players to take these penalties?
Honestly, it's a shocking. We see them miss the penalty to them today. That is not how they kick it in the training. And it was a surprise to them beat like that.
Yeah, would you say though that you made a big error there in dropping the lead that you had at halftime?
Well, I believe the goal scored in the first 2 minutes, right? Normally, when we go out, we always prepare ourselves for the team to come at us. And it was just shocking to see how the goal scored out of the blues, you understand? And it was just 2-1 from there on.
All right, Coach, well, hard luck and all the best next season.
All the best.
Yeah, so let's have a chat now with one of the assistant coaches from the St. Catherine side, St. Andre Daly. Coach Daly, you seem to be a pretty happy man. Is it reflect of that?
Yeah,
are you happy?
Yes, very happy. Very happy. We have a chance now to defend our cup.
Yeah. And that's the most important thing. Of course, going into the penalty shootout, the team made a change to bring in Crucifixio, who surprisingly didn't start. Was that all part of the game plan?
Yes, definitely. It was a part of our game plan because Cruci have a little injury. So the two keepers are very excellent, you know. So we decided to say, okay, so we're going to start with the younger one today, and then Crucifixio, if it goes to penalty, he will finish out the game for us.
Now, I want you to talk about the equalizer from Nikhail. Pretty much a brilliant strike from outside the penalty box. Talk me through that moment.
Well, it is something that they practice in training, you know what I mean? Always press high, and when the ball comes across, I'm catching the volley or the half volley. So he has it in him.
Well, the defending champions, St. Catherine High, coming up against first-timers, Mona High. What are you thinking right now?
It's going to be a very exciting game, a very tough game, because we play Mona 2 times already this season, which we drew 1, and we lose by a goal. So it's going to be a very good game. Mona is a very good team, and they are very tactical, and they run very hard. So, we're going to expect a very good game.
All right, Coach, we'll see you in the final.
All right, thanks much.
So, after a dramatic penalty shootout, we look ahead now to the Walker Cup final. And it's going to be between these two teams, Mona High and St. Catherine High. After victories in the semis today, Mona over Kingston Technical and St. Catherine over Excelsior. Looking forward to that matchup as we take our leave from the Stadium East Field. And just to remind you of the results, Mona, a comprehensive 5-0 win over Kingston Technical. And then, of course, after that 1-1 draw, after 90 minutes between Excelsior and St. Catherine coming out on top in the penalty shootout by all of 2 goals to 1.